Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Aiden. I go by Tuesday Enthusiast, and in this video we are packing up my July mail club stuff and chatting about where you could host a platform and what kind of things you could put in your own mail club if you're interested. So stay tuned. I hope you have yourself a nice coffee or tea or whatever else you'd like, because we're going to be here for a little bit. So in the background of today's video, I will be working on my July mail club. This is the exclusive print that was voted for by my mail club members, and I'm just cutting it down to size here, and you'll watch me go through all of the steps of setting up my letter while we talk about your mail club setup or just setting up a mail club in general. So before we can get into what you should or shouldn't or want to include in your mail club, we should probably figure out exactly what a mail club is. In the simplest form, a mail club is a subscription-based service where people sign up and pay a certain amount of money that you dictate, and each month in return they get a letter generally sent by postage, so like stamps, with whatever goodies you have promised them. That is it in its simplest form, which means there's a lot of room for interpretation. There's a lot of room for you to offer different things. No snail mail club is the same as another, which is a huge pro. You can obviously borrow from people's ideas, but like your mail club will feel like you, and it will feel like your own based on the things that you are offering, which is really cool. It means that it's another form of expression of yourself. So that is what a mail club is, and before you can really decide what goes in it, you should probably figure out where you're hosting it. So if you're a broke baddie like me and you don't really have a personal domain or a website that you're currently paying for with like Shopify or Squarespace or Wix or anything like that, I can offer you two options for the broke baddies out there. I can recommend Ko-fi, which is the one I use, or Patreon, and both of these websites allow you to host a subscription service with different tiers if you would like. So some people have like a stickers only club, and then like a print club, and then like the combination club. I just have one, but some people have several a tier that offer different amounts of items or different exclusive content on their website, and both allow you to have national and international pricing within your tiers, which is really cool. I personally have them set up as separate tiers, but they are objectively the same thing, just so that people who are international are paying for their postage additionally on top. Otherwise you're eating that cost yourself. Then obviously the second option, other than Ko-fi or Patreon, which are well established for this sort of thing, would be adding an additional plugin to your existing Shopify, Square, Wix website that would allow you to host your subscriptions through your main domain, where maybe you have your portfolio and your art shop and your commissions and everything's already set up, or maybe you've just already bought a website. You are more than capable of hosting this sort of thing through there. So those are the options for hosting. So now that we've figured out what a mail club is and where we might host one, we're gonna get into the goodies that might be included in a mail club if you were to start one. I'm gonna split this into two categories. So the first one is common goodies, things that I see in a lot of mail clubs, and then the less common goodies will be after this that maybe are a bit more niche. Starting off with the most common inclusion that I've seen is probably a letter, so just like a classic handwritten or typed letter. Sometimes people talk about books that they've read, or they're sharing personal revelations. Sometimes the letter is more like a newsletter about their practice and what they've been up to for the past month in their art form. It's pretty up to you, honestly. Like, you can kind of write about whatever you'd like, but most of these tend to include a letter from what I've seen anyway. The next most common item that I see are stickers. Often these are exclusive to that month, and these clubs tend to just be stickers and letters, or maybe even just stickers, and sometimes stickers are included with other things like prints or other goodies. But stickers are pretty often included. I include one as a freebie when you first join, but I know that other clubs have a monthly themed sticker. Next up we have prints. Prints are a pretty common mail club thing because it's really easy for a consumer to see the value in why they should sign up for your mail club if it has a print, and it's pretty easy for you to make even at small scale or large scale as an artist, depending on the size of your mail club. The last one that I'll include in common goodies will be things like bookmarks of sorts. Some of them are hand painted, some of them are printed, some of them are little, some of them are big. Bookmarks. Often people who include bookmarks include in their letter discussions about books, or they have a presence online where they are talking about books and talking about reading, so it's very on brand for their mail club. So that's also a way you could go. Okay, we're breaking into the uncommon goodies here. So the first one that I've seen a little bit, but not as often as others, would be coloring sheets. So these are generally hand-drawn line art pieces that you include in your mail club for people to color each month, which I think is such a fun idea. Honestly, I would love to join a coloring sheet mail club. So if you know one, please let me know it down below. Next rare one would be scratch cards. So you can get paper similar to lottery tickets and print one thing on top and laminate it over somehow. I don't really know how it works, but I've seen people include in their letter like certain outcomes and like a fun little scratch and see what your outcome is, which I think would be so fun. Another option could be something like drink cards. That's what I'm working on in the background here, but each month I include a recipe for an alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverage, just for a little fun pizzazzle in our lives, because we all deserve a fun drink whether we drink alcohol or not. And I'm an ex-bartender, so I really enjoy coming up with drink ideas and sharing them with people. And if you like that too, you can steal this idea. One that I haven't seen very often, but I think would be so fun, is poetry. I'm not very confident in writing poems, but I know some people are very good at writing poetry, and they often include it in the theme of their month. So if they were doing like a floral theme, they might write a poem about their flower garden or lilies, and I just think that one's really fun. We are gonna pause our list briefly. Shout out to CJ as my newest mail club member this month. We love you. If you want to be shouted out in the next mail club video, join down below and you might be the newest member at the time of filming. CJ got her little freebies and it's ready to rock. Thank you so much, sweet girl. Next up, we've got zines. So these are handmade magazines that are little, that are often kind of punky and super fun, and I have seen a couple zine clubs, so you could totally do a little zine if you wanted as well. I'm gonna rapid fire like 5 more off, and then I'm gonna yap at you about the hardest part. So a couple more options might be press-on nails, might be knitting patterns, could be crochet patterns, could be cross-stitch patterns, could be materials for junk journaling, could be materials for friendship bracelets, keychains. I think I've rattled off a ton more just then. So those are a couple extra ideas that I've not seen much of, but I think you could totally pull off as well. The hardest part is deciding what things you're gonna have in your own mail club. Honestly, that is the hardest part, is just deciding what you're gonna do and then sticking to it. Because there's so many different things you could include, and everybody has their own art style and everybody has their own process. I can't really help you make that decision. That's on you now. So I've given you like 15 ideas in this video of things you could include in your mail club, and now it's time for you to make some decisions. Purchase some envelopes, get some stamps, get yourself a pen, and make it happen. And yours won't look anything like mine, and that's okay. Just like mine won't look anything like yours, and that's okay. Because we're all unique artists, and we all have our own ways of being and perceiving the world. And I think that's what makes a mail club so beautiful, is that people who like mail clubs and want to join mail clubs are getting a completely different experience with every envelope they open. And that is so, so beautiful. If you've been thinking about starting your own mail club, I hope that this was inspiring to you and helpful to make you feel ready to rock and get going. It's honestly one of my favorite parts of the month, is designing and packing and shipping out my mail. I'm really glad that I started it a year ago, and I hope to see your letters too. If you're interested in doing a mail club trade, please comment or message me somewhere. I would be more than happy to trade mail club for mail club with anybody who's getting started as a little extra motivation. And if you're just a nosy Nelly who has no interest in starting a mail club but is interested in the logistics of it, thank you so much for being here too. I see you out there. I see you. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. Again, my name is Aiden. I go by Tuesday Enthusiast online. Keep up your crafty life. It would mean so much to me if you liked and subscribed if you made it this far. That helps me way more than I can put into words. Anyway, see you next week. Bye!